Hello and welcome to Hindsight, the show that takes a look back at all of the good things going on in our school system. Joining us today in the Penn TV studio is a CHS alum and assistant principal here at Chalmette High School, Ms. Kelly Watson. Kelly, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. We'll kick things off with some bling, as the ring was the thing for over 400 Chalmette High seniors taking part in the school's annual Ring Day ceremony. This long-standing tradition provides seniors the opportunity to celebrate 4 years of hard work and dedication with their parents and teachers. Let's take a look.
You each need one day more before those things become realities in your lives. One day more of assignments and assessments, one day more of listening and learning, one day more of on-the-job training for your career. Just that one day more will make all the difference in how your futures unfold.
Many of these same high school students were also a big part at the recent Boo at the Barn celebration. Held at the Dockville Farm, Boo at the Barn was a collaborative community project sponsored by the Chalmette High School Key Club, a youth division of the Kiwanis International. Allison Schroeder, the Key Club advisor and Chalmette High School's Teacher of the Year, said the aim of the event was to create a project that would provide the children of our community with a safe, family-friendly Halloween event. Over 60 Key Club members worked the various stations throughout the evening, which included trick-or-treat stations, craft tables, face painting booths, and a variety of games. It was a great Halloween event. I guess you could call it a spooktacular success.
Speaking of success, Pat Porcho of the district's Adult Ed program was recently a special guest in the studio, talking about some of the free programs available for the community. Joining her on the set of Kidnections was school board member and Nunez Educational Program Manager, Catherine Lemoyne. Let's take a look.
So what new programs are you offering there?
Well, with our students, we offer digital literacy, we offer financial literacy, and career planning, in addition to their 5 core subjects. We've opened that now up to the community, free of charge. We offer those classes Monday through Thursday, twice a day. So we invite the community to come in and learn about the things that we need them to know about and to be able to help their children with.
For more information on adult education, call the number on the bottom of your screen.
And now we'll go from some good advice to a real wise guy, as we'll head to Goche Elementary School and a visit from Wally Wise Guy. The St. Bernard Parish Industrial Partners Alliance, in conjunction with the St. Bernard Parish School District and the St. Bernard Local Emergency Planning Committee, have teamed to provide an educational opportunity designed to introduce children to the concept of emergency preparedness. Wally Wise Guy performed at schools all around the parish, teaching children how to shelter in place in case of an emergency. Song, dance, and take-home materials were all part of this fun presentation.
Into the building you must go and tune into the radio. Stay on the phone, listen till you hear the next siren that says, all clear! Great job, everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause.
And while we were at Goche, let's turn our attention to one of its outstanding educators, a Teacher of the Year, Amy Whitestein.
Hi, my name is Ricky Adams. I am this year's Student of the Year for Goche, and I am going to introduce my favorite teacher that I've ever had, Miss Whitestein. And she's very caring. She works with all of the students equally. She does not have favorites. She lets you have second chances if you mess up. And she is really caring, like I said before. And if somebody will be embarrassed, and she'll try to pick them up instead of letting them go down. And so let's go see her in action.
Hi, my name is Amy Whitestein, and I'm a 5th grade teacher at JF Goche Elementary, and I am this year's Teacher of the Year. I think a quality that a good teacher has to have is somebody who is patient with kids and willing to do the work that it takes to get through to kids, whatever that might be. I also like to think that I'm willing to help my fellow teachers if they ever have a need or come to me with a question, and just, be there for the kids in whatever way that might be. Well, 5th grade is a very transitional year. They're getting ready to take that big step into middle school, and I feel that it's my responsibility as a 5th grade teacher to prepare them for the responsibility that they're going to need when they get to middle school. So along with learning the curriculum, a big part of 5th grade is teaching them independence and responsibility that they need to be successful in middle school as well as the rest of their life. I would definitely say that teachers need to be flexible and have a lot of flexibility, because things are, we know, constantly changing. Things come up at the last minute, and we need to be able to adjust to that to still meet the needs of our kids and make sure that they are successful. I feel like as far as being at Goche Elementary, that we are, as far as the staff, like one big family. I feel that I can go to any one of my fellow teachers if I needed help with anything, and they would be there to assist me. Also, the kids, as far as, seeing them when they are successful and when they really get interested in a topic where they will want to go research it more. They will take it upon themselves to go find out more about a topic. That's what really makes it worthwhile and successful. I had a background in social work and working with kids, and I got into teaching at summer school level, and I really enjoyed being in the classroom setting, and I decided to go back for a second degree. So I am certified in social work as well as teaching, which I do think helps me in the classroom. I think parents just staying in contact with the teacher and checking, the daily correspondence that goes back and forth, and just following up with their children when they get home about what went on in school that day, what homework do they have, sitting down with them and practicing and studying to make sure that they are, excelling at the skills that we are learning in class is definitely beneficial to me as a teacher as well as to the students. I would like to thank my fellow faculty and staff at JF Goche Elementary for nominating me and naming me this year's Teacher of the Year. This is my first time, and it truly is the greatest honor to know that I was selected by my peers. So thank you.
And now let's head to Chalmette Elementary School and meet its school winner, Alexis Harold.
Chalmette Elementary Student of the Year, and I would like to introduce our Teacher of the Year, Miss Harold. She goes above and beyond and takes the time to stay after school and do Beta Club and Viking Brigade. Let's go see her now in action.
Hi, my name is Alexis Harold. I am Teacher of the Year for Chalmette Elementary for the 2014-2015 school year. I am a 5th grade teacher and I teach math. I think one of the main things is that I'm really involved in other activities in school, not just in the classroom. I help out with a lot of different, not necessarily clubs, but events that our school has. I just have a really good relationship with a lot of the kids, not necessarily in 5th grade. I make it a point to know other students' names and speak to them. Good morning, good afternoon, have a good day. And I think a lot of people just see that enthusiasm that, I do want to be a part of our school, not just in the classroom, but also outside as well. Well, of course, with Common Core, we definitely want them to be successful when it comes to the, the testing and whatnot, but also for them just to really have some concrete skills that they'll be able to take into middle school and into high school, because it might not necessarily be the same curriculum, but I really think we've built a foundation this year with our math program so that the kids will be successful. At least they'll be able to read things and understand them and have the skills to hopefully work through them and not, really feel defeated by it. I want them to be successful and feel like they can, if they work hard, accomplish things. Math is and was not my favorite subject in school. I definitely prefer English, and with some staff changes this year, I was kind of like forced into the math program, which is fine. So it is all about working hard, and I explain to the students that I go home and I work hard and I read the math and I practice and I take the test before they do. And I'm successful at it because I practice, and we talk about how perfect practice makes perfect, that you need to work at something whether you're good at it or not. So I definitely set the example because they see me struggle sometimes in class, and they see me have to work through problems or help me, or even silly mistakes that I make, whether it's multiplying or dividing. So it's definitely been a learning process because I make it very clear to them that math was not like, oh, go math. It was more like, oh, let me read. So I definitely can relate to some of them. And I did explain that sometimes math just comes easy to some kids. Fortunately for them, math and science is their thing, and that's going to be their thing forever. And some kids it's not, and that it's okay if you're not making A's and B's, but as long as you're trying your best. So hopefully that's what's gotten them through this year. I think for me, the best part, which I've noticed over the past couple years, is that, teaching preschool, then going to 5th grade, I can really see a lot of these students grow, and it's fun to, remember them when they were 4 and 5, and really see them grow up just being in the school system, and see them every year, and know them, and know their parents, and know their brothers, and know about them, and just really kind of be a part of their lives more so than just like in the classroom. In addition to, teaching in the classroom, I'm also very involved in our Fall Fest, which is our major fundraiser for our school. I help with Beta Club and Viking Brigade, which is our 5th grade service club. I plan the testing rally, and I also help out with like the volunteer banquet that we have every year. I think it's really important if people are interested in teaching and want to really make that a profession, they need to understand that whether it's Common Core or some other curriculum, there's always going to be obstacles. And that's just something you have to work through. It's not necessarily what, guides your teaching. You're always going to be told certain things you need to teach and certain testing schedules, but it's really the relationship you build with these students, and being able to see these students learn and like have those aha moments where they're like, wow, I get it, and watching them really feel successful. That's really what makes it. But it really can be rewarding if you do that part of your job and then really take time to enjoy the students, make them a part of your life, talk to them, tell them about yourself, listen to them, because then they're going to want to work for you. They're going to want to do well. They're going to want to impress you, and that's really, I think, what teaching's about. So when they do move on, they may think of you and they may come back to visit and they tell you, oh, I'm so successful. I'm, on the swim team, and I'm on, in honors classes. And teaching 5th grade, I get to see that in middle school. They come back and they tell me, oh, Miss Harold, I'm in honors and I made the soccer team, and I'm in this club, and thank you. Or parents come and say, thank you so much for pushing, my daughter, my son, they're doing so great in middle school. I think the best thing that parents can do, and that I've expressed to parents all year, is that you need to make your student, your child, do their work, attempt their work. I know a lot of times that they're not going to be able to help, and even though we have notes and we have problems and we've gone over it in class, kids go home and they act sometimes like they can't do it, or they don't understand it, or when it comes time for them to do it themselves, they really get flustered and they get upset. And what I've told parents is just make them try. Make them try their hardest, make them try their best, and then when they come to school, we do go over it and we do, hit those hard problems. But parents just need to be involved to the point where they're making sure their child's attempting the work at home. I'd like to thank the faculty and staff for naming me Teacher of the Year for Chalmette Elementary. It's been such an honor. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, ladies, and we'll be back later in the show to meet the parish-wide Elementary Teacher of the Year.
And now it's time for Hindsight Spotlight. Today, we'll take a look at an outstanding performer and musician, Greg Gonzalez Landry.
Greg was also one of 2 guests here on Penn TV's show, Champs. Greg and standout vocalist Jewel Morgan were part of the program that showcases Chalmette High School's artists, musicians, and performers. Champs, get it?
Well, since I've been here in high school, I did the jazz band show, and I sung my freshman year at the Christmas show, and that was pretty awesome. And I'm just involved in jazz band, I dance for brass band, and concert band, and marching band, and I got a full plate, basically.
So you do a lot of things, but what is your favorite part of all that?
Jazz band is my favorite. I love jazz band.
And what is it that you like so much about it?
I like the music that Mr. Rusk picks. It's just very exciting, and it just kind of all flows together naturally. My end and my beginning, even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh.
And speaking of champs, some of the brightest players of academic games recently gathered at Brother Martin High School for a special event, the celebration of 50 years of the Academic Games League of America. Players from across the metro area took part in the special tournament of the verbal game Propaganda. Congrats to Aaron Laria on a top finish at this event.
And now let's shine the spotlight on Midnight. 13 past midnight, that is, the play that recently took to the stage at the Chalmette Cultural Arts Center. Directed by Tom Duggar, this whodunit is filled with twists and turns, laughs and chills, plots and subplots, and had the audience on the edge of their seats from start to finish.
The characters in that story couldn't have done a more thorough job than my players did. They're obviously playing 13 past midnight with great enthusiasm.
There's no doubt about that. I guess I should hop in there and start grilling suspects too.
Any idea who did it?
Not yet, but, however, I did notice someone took the knife that was lying over there on the chess table earlier. I assume they took it to replace the weapon they used, but we're looking for the guy who put a plastic bag over his head, so that's a useless clue.
You're very observant. I'll be surprised if you're not the winner of my little puzzle.
Not if I don't get busy. Excuse me.
Oh, Mr. Griffin, the knife wasn't taken to provide an alibi. It's for self-defense.
And now let's meet our parish-wide Elementary Teacher of the Year, who was recently honored at a Saints football game.
Hi, I'm Emma Oliver, Joseph Davies Student of the Year, as well for Parish-wide for this year. But today we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about the Teacher of the Year here at Davies, Miss Michelle Abity. She's amazing. She's in many after-school activities. She's the head of the drama club here. And she just really focuses on everyone in her class, and I'd love to have her as a teacher. Well, let's go see her in action.
Hi, I'm Michelle Abity, and I am a first grade teacher here at Joe Davies Elementary School, and I am the Joe Davies Elementary Teacher of the Year and the district-wide Teacher of the Year. Qualities that I think good teachers all have are being very motivated, very excited about learning, and to show kids that you're excited about learning, and to encourage kids to be excited about learning. Well, in first grade, I make everything all about reading, so by the end of the year, I really hope my kids are excited about reading and love reading and want to read everything. And so my goals at the end of the year are to make reading very exciting. I teach because I think it is such a privilege to be a teacher. It is the greatest profession of all time. I have always wanted to be a teacher and nothing else. I always admired my teachers. I always wanted to be like them because I thought learning was so interesting and exciting. And I really think the job is, you really got to teach with, I always say you teach with heart work, because it's a difficult job, but if you put your heart and soul into it, every day is exciting, every day is fun. In addition to my classroom responsibilities, I am also the Pelican Players or Drama Club director here at Joe Davies, and I enjoy working with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders and just showing off their talents and making them really excited about being on stage and being proud of what they can do. I really like to get up and dance with my class, and we do a lot of spelling our words, dancing, or singing our words, and I just really like getting my kids up and moving and working with them. I feel like I'm always on the floor with them and moving around, and I just like to get them moving. My favorite thing about teaching in St. Bernard is that everything feels like a family, and everyone gets to know each other, and every event everyone is a part of, and I feel like I've made so many friends, co-workers wise, parents wise, and even students wise, and I think the parish is very good at collaborating and working together to make us all feel like a family at all times. Joe Davies Elementary was recently named a Blue Ribbon School, and I'm really proud to be a part of all of the hard work and effort all of the teachers have put in to help all these students be so successful. I think parents can encourage students at home by celebrating the growth that they make in every subject area and in every way. It has been very fulfilling and rewarding to come back home to teach, and because I was born and raised in St. Bernard, and I'm very proud to teach here and to give back to the community by helping students grow and learn. I want to thank all of the Joseph Davies Elementary's teachers and staff for choosing me as their Teacher of the Year, and also for the district for choosing me as their Teacher of the Year. And remember to always be respectful, responsible, positive, and safe.
Congratulations, Michelle. Thanks for all you do to enrich the lives of our students.
And speaking of enriching lives, special thanks to the Miro Foundation, who shared some good news with our school system recently. This philanthropic organization has donated land to the school board for the building of another brand new elementary school.
We're extremely proud of this donation in particular, because number one, we're very proud of the work that the school board does and the people coming back to St. Bernard, and it shows a need for this school. Secondly, as you know, the school board, as Doris said, has always been a favorite of the Miro Foundation because we know the good work you do. You know, sometimes I think our part of it's the easiest, and we give it to people who know how to take it and put it to good use. But we're particularly proud of this donation because the school is going to be in the entrance of St. Bernard Parish. You know, we remember back when there were landfills, and there still are some things out there, but we want to improve that. And to show you how proud we are, the one thing we discussed and we're very happy about, because we have opportunities to put Arlene Merrow, and Arlene would have never liked that. She'd probably kick us in the butt for doing it. But we feel she needs to be honored, and we feel enough about this to where when people come in and see this beautiful campus that's being developed on this very spacious piece of property coming into the parish, and they see Arlene Merrow, it's going to be a very good message.
The state-of-the-art Arlene Miro Elementary School will open in 2017 on Parish Road near Nunez Community College. Thank you to the members of the Miro Foundation on your incredible generosity in making St. Bernard a great place to live, work, and learn.
Living and working a healthy lifestyle was the aim of the district's recent Red Ribbon Rally. High school students, special guests, and a number of cautionary tales were all part of the presentation, illustrating one crucial message. The choices we make today shape our world tomorrow.
You're a miracle. You almost died. See, my friends, when I passed out, because I actually passed out, when I passed out, my friends pulled me to the side into another room and just let me lay there. And the doctor said as I lay there, every hour I was getting closer and closer to death because I was dying of alcohol poisoning. He said, son, see, you don't understand. When you're drinking, you're having fun with your friends, the more and more you drink, after a while, the alcohol begins to poison your body. And I was this close to losing my life, and my mom came in crying. And she said, son, why? You have so much potential. Why? And I said, I'm sorry, Mom. I started crying. I said, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
Also focused on healthy choices were those that gathered at the Chalmette High School Health Fair. Community health care professionals and clinic staff were on hand to offer a number of screenings for employees, as well as advice and materials for creating a healthy lifestyle. Let's take a look.
As you come through, you'll be able to do blood pressures, BMIs, which is body mass index, heights and weights. You can have your glucose checked. We have flu shots provided by Nunez Community College. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for coming out, our community partners. We'll have a look around and see what we have.
Special guests were also a part of the Davies Literacy Week. Here, we see a number of guest readers who are on campus to share the love of reading with Davies students. Remember, the readers of today are the leaders of tomorrow.
Me first, he cried at story time, settling on his round bottom with his big head right smack in the front of the book. And every day in the school cafeteria, me first rang out, and there was Pinkerton. First down the slide, first in front of the book, and first in the cafeteria. Is anyone else getting a turn? No.
Looking towards the future was also the aim of a recent trip as students from Chalmette High School visited 2 work sites, Associated Terminals and Turn Services. There, they got a first-hand look at the number of opportunities available to them and the benefits that are part of life on the river.
Basically, this job, it teaches you to grow up, I guess you could say. It teaches you a lot of responsibility. You have to wake up at a certain time. You have to be to work on time. You have to be able to lead people, things like that, and it really builds your character. And overall, it just makes you a better person in life.
Well, that would do it for this edition of Hindsight, and I'd like to thank the wonderful Kelly Watson for joining us today.
But before we go, we're going to take a quick look at the recent Veterans Day event here in St. Bernard.
Thanks for tuning in, and to all of you who have served this great nation of ours, we say thank you.
And remember, the next time you take a look back, you might see us there.
Because hindsight is always 20/20. We'll see you next time.